So let's start off first, stand up nice and tall. And we are going to take a big breath in, reach it up. Exhale, lower the arms down. Do that again. Inhale up. Exhale down. And one more time, reach it up. And exhale, lower the arms down. All right, so we're going to get started with our warm up. Just get the feet set about hip width apart, shoulders back and down, and head kind of right over the top of the shoulders. We're going to turn the head slowly to the right, back to center, to the left, and back to center. Do that one more time, to the right, center, and to the left, and back to center. All right, now we're just going to drop the chin towards the chest. And then you can either bring the head to center or lift it up just a bit, tip it back, not too far, and then slowly lower it down towards the chest again. And then lift the head, bring it back to center. And then we're going to do one more movement here. So taking the right ear towards the right shoulder, center, left ear towards the left shoulder. And we're not really holding these. We're just kind of getting some range of movement going. One more time, right ear towards the right shoulder and left ear towards the left shoulder. Excuse me, I'm going to grab my water here. All right, now let's take the shoulders up, back, and down. Just nice and easy. And then we'll just kind of start moving the elbows with it. So up, back, and down. Start making the movement a bit bigger each time. All right. And go ahead and lower the arms all the way down. We're going to turn the palms forward. Let's take the arms out to the side. So thumbs are up towards the ceiling, palms forward, and then lower back down. So just kind of nice and easy here, warming up a little bit more into the shoulders. All right, good. One more time. And then we're going to take the arms around to the front, pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and reach it forward. All right, good. And then as we finish these out, go ahead and take your feet a little bit wider apart, couple more rows here. And then just hands on the hips. We're going to shift from side to side. Shift into the right leg, into the left leg. All right, very good. And then go ahead and bring yourself back to center here. We're going to stay right here, bend the knees. We're just going to kind of sit back into this little half squat and then lift the right heel and the left heel. A little calf warm up. And then we're going to come up. And if you need your chair or something sturdy to hold on to for these, go ahead and get close to something you can hold on to. We're just going to do a little step out with the right foot in, left foot and in. And we'll just keep this kind of low. When we started the workout on Monday, if you weren't with us, we are doing a little side lateral movement with the legs. So just a little warm up here for that. All right, one more time. And that should give us a good warm up here. Stand up tall, take a big breath in again. And exhale, lower down. All right, so all you'll need today, just a set of weights, maybe a light set if you have them, something sturdy again, chair if you need that, and then a wall. So we're going to start actually at the wall. So I'm going to kind of move here so I'm sideways, and let me actually slide this around a little bit so you can kind of see me a little better. Okay, so main thing we want to do, you're facing the wall, and just a reminder, hands are going to be kind of right about shoulder height. Your elbows are down. So you don't want to be way up here. We want to drop the elbows down. So you're going to start in this position with the arms straight. And then as you bend the elbows are going to drop down. Now, hands, if you can't place the hands flat on the wall, if that's too much on your wrist, you can use the pads of the fingers, you can use your knuckles, you can place a little cloth, like a washcloth or a hand towel underneath your hands. So you're just about a little bit wider than shoulder width here. I'm going to tuck the chin back, get the spine nice and straight, neck all the way down. And then we are going to bend the elbows, lower down towards the wall, and press back up. And keep the chin tucked back. Don't want to reach out with your chin. And all of these exercises today, we are doing 10 repetitions. Okay, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. All right, so give the arms a shake out. And then to stretch, we're going to take the hands behind the back, either lace the fingers together, or you can place the hands just kind of on your low back. We want to open up here through the chest, pulling the shoulders back. So with the wall push-up, we are working the chest and then also into the triceps in the back of the arms. So we'll stretch here. And then we'll shake the arms out, and then we'll get ready for our second set. All right, so again, place the hands a little bit lower than shoulder height. So again, we don't want to be too high. Elbows bend and lower at a downward angle, and then straighten as you press up. And to think about keeping your core muscles engaged. So belly button pulls back towards the spine, and I'm tucking in through the glutes. And that just gives you a little more help with your posture on this one. All right, this should be 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. And give your hands a little shake out too. Again, if that's too much on your wrist, you can try some different things just so you're not bent so much at the wrist. Take the hands behind the back. I have found a little, maybe a rolled up hand towel, gives you a little padding kind of at the base of your hand if you need that. All right, take a breath in and out. Okay, good. All right, so next one we're going to do, we're going to move to the lower body. So we're going to kind of move up and down with these exercises today. So we want to step the feet apart. We're doing squats. And we'll start first today. Let's do just a regular squat. We're just going to take the hands on the hips, and your feet are out just a tiny bit, nice and wide. Engage into the glutes, into the abs here. Chest down, chest lifted, shoulders back and down. All right, so just keep the hands on the hips. We're going to push the hips back, squatting down, and then come up. So remember, the butt comes back, so knees are over the tops of the feet and not over the toes. So we want to really try to step back. And again, we're just going to do 10. We're going to back this down to 10. And we are going to add on to this one next week. So, all right, so this is 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. All right, give the legs a shake out here. And then we are going to do a standing hamstring stretch. So we're going to take 1 foot forward. So you're here, you're not right in front of the other leg. So feet are apart. We're going to bend the left knee, right leg is straight. We're going to kind of sit back just until you start feeling that stretch in the back of the right leg. Now, again, I've got to move my weights here so I don't sit on them. So you can do this one if you're not feeling it standing, you can do this one seated. So same thing, one leg is straight, the other is bent, coming forward a little bit and getting that stretch in the back of the leg. All right, and then we'll switch over to the left leg, heel down, toes up. Bend the right knee, left leg is straight, pull the toes back. Hold it, taking a deep breath in, exhale out. Okay, good. And then come up, give the legs a big shake out. All right, and then we're ready for set 2. So same thing, get the feet set. And again, shoulders back and down, chest lifted, engaging into those core muscles, and we're pushing back, squatting down. And remember, modifying the squat, maybe don't come down quite as far if you need to do that. You need a little modification. 3, 4, and try to look forward on this one. It helps to not bend over quite as much. If you're kind of looking down at the ground, you tend to bend over too much. We want to stay lifted here through the chest. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. Shake out the legs. We'll do that stretch one more time for the hamstrings. So again, you're welcome to do this seated if you don't feel it as much standing. In the left knee, sorry, right leg is straight. Sit back and hold the stretch. And this one, it does kind of help if you can flex your foot and pulling the toes up towards you. And that just gives you a little more lengthening in the back of the leg. Some people have a harder time with this one. They can't quite get the stretch, so that's where it's good to sit down. All right, then come up, switch legs, heel down, toes up, bend the knees, sitting back, holding the stretch. Inhale and exhale. Good, and then come on up. Give the legs a shake out. All right. So next one, we're moving up to the upper body again. So we're doing rows, but we're going to do a single arm row, just straight back. So one weight. And again, here kind of helps if you need to start out at the back of the chair. So just kind of keep one hand here on the back of the chair. We're going to bend the knees and then hinge. So right at the tops of the legs, hinging forward, keeping the spine nice and straight and supported. All right, so taking the arm down, palm is facing in towards the body. And then you're just going to pull the elbow up. Kind of think about bringing that right shoulder blade towards the spine and then lower down. I'll do a couple here and then I'm going to turn to face you. So you can see elbow is close into the body as you pull it up. And this one, since we're not doing both arms, you can't really get that feel of squeezing the shoulder blade together. So you have to kind of imagine in this one of pulling that right shoulder blade in towards the spine. Okay, I think we have 2 more. It should be 9 and 10. Okay, good. Come on up. And then we're going to switch. Now, if that's a little too much on your low back, again, if you feel like you're kind of struggling to stay stable on that one, have a seat. You're going to do the exact same thing. I'll sit on this one just so you can see the really no difference. You're just sitting down, but you're still hinging forward. You can take the other hand on the top of the leg and then pull that elbow. Same thing, straight back. Now think about kind of pulling that left shoulder blade towards the midline. Watch that the shoulder doesn't come up underneath the ear. You don't want to shrug up. I'm going to keep that shoulder, top of the shoulder down. That should be 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. All right, so to stretch this, take the arms forward, press them out, drop the chin towards the chest, and then just see if you can reach forward, maybe another inch or so. Keeping the back straight, it's just the upper back kind of across the shoulders where you're stretching. So the rest of the back stays straight. And then drop the arms down, give them a shake out. And then we will switch back to your right arm for our second set. And again, I'll stay standing on both of these for the next set, but sit down if you need to. All right, so again, engage into the abs, hinge from the tops of the legs, from the hips. Spine stays nice and straight. Taking the hand here, and then we're pulling straight up. And again, no rotation. We did that little rotation with the hand last month. We're just pulling it straight back this time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, and then we'll come up in between, just kind of give yourself a little rest here, and then switch it over instead of staying in that bent position. All right, so left arm, and keep those shoulders down from the ears. Pull it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Come on up. Set your weight aside, and then we can take the arms forward and just do that upper back stretch one more time. So drop the chin towards the chest. Take a nice big breath in and out. Good, and then just roll the shoulders back and down. All right, very good. Okay, so next one, we're going back to the legs. And this one, you can use your chair. If you start on this one and you feel like, oh, I don't need the chair to do this, that's fine. I just kind of want you to focus on stay nice and tall through the torso, engaged into the core. All right, so if you need to, hands on the back of the chair. If you don't need the chair, you're just going to take the hands on the hips. Let me move this a little bit. All right, so we're gonna stand tall. We're gonna engage into the glutes, into the abs. And then what I want you to think of on this one is to lift that knee and step up and over. So you're gonna shift into your left leg, right knee lifts up. You're gonna step out, right knee picks up, step back in. Let's do 10 on the right leg and then we'll switch to the left leg. So right leg out and in. So you're really trying to lift that knee like you're stepping over something. This is 3. And you're going to feel this in the hip. That's kind of what we're working mainly is the hip on this one. And you're working a lot of balance on this too. So that's why if you need to hold on to that chair, you need that little bit of stability, that is fine. Okay, that should be 10 there. And then we're going to step the other foot in, give the legs a little shake out. And then we'll do that with the left leg. So same thing, lift the knee up, step out, lift the knee to bring it back in. So we're doing a lot of weight shifting here into that standing leg and working the left leg. Good. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very good. All right, so I'm going to show you on the next set. I'll kind of show you with a little prop if you weren't here on Monday. I'll show it to you with that too if you're having a hard time kind of gauging that distance. So we'll go ahead and stretch, hand on a chair if you need to. We're going to actually cross the left foot over the front of the right. Let me come forward a little bit. Press the feet down into the floor, get lifted up through the torso, and then we're going to take the right arm up and over and then kind of push that right hip out. So you're kind of holding that right leg in with the left, stretching down the right side, sorry. All right, and drop the arm down and we'll switch that. So take the right leg over the left, and then the left arm is going to come up, lean towards the right, push the left hip out. Okay, good. And then drop the arm down. All right, so we'll do our second set. Now, for this one, I'm going to show you, let me step out of the screen just a second. And I am just going to grab a box of Kleenex here. So if you kind of want a visual as we're doing this exercise, you can use something like a Kleenex box to step up and over. If you have a yoga block works really well. You could use your weights. You just want to make sure, again, the main thing, you don't want to step on them. So kind of that same thing of lifting the foot up and over. So anything like that that gives you a little bit of distance or a little bit of visual of lifting that foot or lifting the knee and stepping up and over. So again, I'll use the Kleenex box standing right along beside it. And then we're going to lift the knee, step out. So we're clearing that box with the foot, and then lift the knee, step back in. Now, kind of one thing you have to watch on this one is that you're stepping out wide enough to step up and over, but then you don't want to step on the box here or step on your left foot. So big step out, lift the knee, step back in. So you're just returning that foot right back where it started. And I think that's a little bit more balanced here, trying to get that foot back down. But again, working the hip and the leg, but also working some balance here. This is 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, good. All right, so we'll switch over to the left leg. I'm going to slide this out of the way. And then again, if you don't have a Kleenex box, you can use your weights. Again, you just want to really gauge this so that you are not stepping onto the weights. I wouldn't recommend, if some people have tried to use a book. The bad thing about books sometimes is that the cover can be a little slick, especially if it has a jacket on it. And you can slip a little bit if you catch your foot on it. So again, main thing is just to really lift that knee up, going over and coming back in. All right, so left leg, step up and over, step up and in, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Give the legs a shake out. I'm going to set my weights aside. We are going to use weights for the next exercise, but we'll do that side stretch again. So, all right, so first one, we'll do the right side. So left leg crosses in front this time. Right arm comes up and over. Right hip pushes out to the side, and just hold it here. And remember, if you have a hard time lifting that arm up, if you have a bad shoulder, you can keep that arm down. You're still getting the majority of that stretch into that right hip. All right, and then we'll switch it, this time crossing the right leg over the left. This can be a little balance work right here. So now we're taking that left arm up, leaning towards the right, pushing the left hip out. And hold it here. Inhale and exhale. Lower that arm down, step the feet apart, give them a big shake out. All right. So we're moving back to the upper body. Actually, the next 2 exercises. So we're going to do bicep curl, and we're going to do some shoulder work. So we'll start with the bicep curls. And we are just, what we're going to do on this one is we're going to, instead of starting with the palms forward, we're going to start with the palms facing towards the legs. Now get those shoulders back and down, feet about hip width apart, bend the knees, engaging into the core. All right, now with the hands, palms facing the body, we're going to rotate, lift, and then the palms are facing towards the shoulders, and then rotate, lower it back down. So rotate lifting and rotate lowering. So we're going from that palms facing inward to palms facing back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very good. Set the weights aside. Do a quick little stretch here. So for this one, we're going to take the arms out. We're going to keep the arms down a little bit below shoulder height. We're going to turn the palms to face away. So you're kind of bending at the wrist. I'm trying not to stand in front of that window. Drop the fingers down towards the floor. And again, palms are kind of pressing out away from you. Now, this can be a really intense stretch, especially in through the wrist. So if you need to kind of back out of it a little bit, that's fine. But do keep the arms down instead of going straight out here. Okay, now shake the arms out, shake the hands out. And we'll do set 2. All right, so again, bending the knees, feet about hip width apart, shoulders back and down, palms facing the side of the body. And then we're going to rotate it, curl it up, rotate to lower down. 2, nice and slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, very good. Set the weight down. And we will do that stretch one more time. Now, another way you can do this stretch is, I think you can see me here. You're still going to take the fingers down towards the floor, palms facing away from you. And then you're just going to kind of press that palm towards the wall, into the wall. That can be pretty intense. So again, you're getting that stretch through the inside of the arm. But if you have any wrist issues, just kind of watch that so you're not kind of impinging anything in through the wrist. Good. Shake the arms out, and then we'll roll the shoulders back and down. All right, so our last exercise, we're going to work into the shoulders. We're going to do one arm at a time, but we're going to use both weights because we're going to alternate. And I'm going to come up a little bit closer on this one, away from the window, hopefully, so you can see me. Okay, so we're going to start with the hands. Now, instead of right here by your side, I want you to bring it forward just a little bit. So you're not here, but you're not all the way sideways. So kind of somewhere right in between there. Now bend your elbows a little bit. I'm going to turn a couple of different ways so you can make sure that you see me here. Engage through the core. So abs, belly button pulls back towards the spine, glutes kind of tucked under, knees bent. All right, now we're taking that right arm out to the side, lower it down, and then take the left arm over to the side. Now, because we're a little in front of the leg, your arm should be a little in front of the body. So again, you are not straight out from the shoulder, you're a little bit forward. And don't come any higher than shoulder height. Keep it a little bit lower. Keep that slight bend in the elbow. This is 5. And try to really watch this one. You may have a tendency to kind of lift that shoulder up towards the ear. Try to keep the shoulder down. We don't want to get that tension in through the top of the shoulder into the neck. Okay. That should be 7, 8. And my palm is down, I should say too, as you can see the weight is kind of straight out here. Okay, that should be 10. All right, so set the weights down. If you get a little crackling in the shoulder, like I do, it's usually okay unless it's painful. If it's painful, don't do it. But if you just get some pops and cracks, that mine does it all the time. But again, if it's painful, then don't do it. All right, bring the right arm across, left arm tucks underneath, kind of pulling that right arm in towards you, holding this stretch into the shoulder. Inhale and exhale. All right, and then switch it over to the other side. Hold it here. All right, and then bring that arm down, roll the shoulders back and down a few times. All right, and so we will get ready for our second set. Now, this is one, again, I always say with the shoulders, because so many of us have some shoulder issues. If you find that even with the light weight, it's too much, you can always set the weight down. Just do the range of motion or range of movement with it instead of adding the weight in. So I know sometimes shoulders don't cooperate. So drop the shoulders down from the ears. Again, engage in through the core, bending the knees slightly. All right, here we go. So right arm and left. And again, keep it about shoulder height or a little bit below. A little towards the, not directly out to the side of the body, a little bit forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, very good. Okay, set the weights aside. You might want to keep your chair close by. We're going to do a tabletop stretch once we get into all the stretches here. So take that right arm across first. We'll stretch that shoulder we just worked. And just hold it here. Nice big breath in and out. Good, and then switch it over to the other arm, pulling that arm in, holding it here. And inhale and exhale. Good, drop that arm down. Let's roll the shoulders back and down a few times. All right, now we'll get into some more stretches. So let's do that tabletop stretch first. So again, you can use the back of your chair, or you can use your desk or table. So we're going to walk it back, hinging here at the tops of the legs, at the hips, walking it back, bend the knees, drop the head down between the arms, and just flatten out through your back as much as you can. Nice big breath in and out. Hold it for one more breath in. And as you exhale, straighten the knees. We'll get into those hamstrings a lot more here. So hold it. Good. All right. Bend the knees again. Walk it back up. Stand up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back and down again. And then we're going to take the hands back behind the back, doing that chest stretch one more time. So pull the arms down, lift through the chest. Nice big breath in and out. All right, good. Okay, release the arms, give them a big shake out. And then we're going to do that side body and kind of leg IT band stretch. So we're going to take the left leg over the right, left leg over the right, holding that right leg in, feet flat on the floor, stand up tall, and then take the right arm up, lean it over towards the left, and push that right hip out. Let's hold it. And here you can either keep your head forward or you can add in a little neck stretch by looking underneath that right arm. Inhale and exhale. Good. And then drop the arm down. We're going to switch that. So right leg comes in front of the left. Feet flat on the floor. Stand nice and tall. And then take the left arm up and over. Push that left hip out to the side. And again, you can hold it here, keep the head forward or turn the head and look underneath that left arm. All right. Drop the arm down, step the feet apart, give the legs a big shake out. All right, so let's stand up tall, feet about hip width apart. We'll do a couple more shoulder rolls here. And then just drop those shoulders back and down. We are going to take a nice big breath in, reaching up as high as you can, lengthening towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the arms down. Do that again. Inhale up. And exhale. Drop the arms down. All right. Well, good job, everybody. Again, I'm going to stop recording here and